All right, everyone, here we go with a Soulmate Journey update. One deck for the DF, one deck for the DM. Let's get the shuffling. Let's just do this here. Let's see where we go. Oh, it is going to be an interesting time as we, with Pluto going retrograde on Sunday. I'm going to pull on that. I'll probably pull on that on Thursday, I'll be honest. I can't wait for Pluto retrograde a little bit. To add to the mix of Venus and Aries, which I talked a great deal about in today's earlier energetic weather update. I tell you. All right. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. Let's just see where we're at in the journey here, okay? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. There's a whole playlist of these. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines, and I showed you that while I was finishing my spiel, because it's sort of the energy that we're coming into here with May coming up. Probably not going to do the next Soulmate Journey update I do, it'll be May. And this is a big energy here. It's about things finally popping off. April was very much a setup energy. So was March on a high level. In fact, I would dare to say that the entire first quarter of the year and tail end of the fourth quarter of last year was all a bit of setup energy. Because we're going back to things like Leo, Mars in Leo, moving direct in Leo, takes us back, rewinds all the way back to the beginning of December when it went retrograde in Leo, and takes us back to that period. We talked about that in the Mars reading. But now things are popping off. Something's about to pop off between you and this. This is the environmental energy around whatever this base card is. It doesn't even matter what this base card is. This base card is just going to tell us how, maybe the mood of it. I don't know. Let's take a peek. It's the King of Swords. That shouldn't surprise anybody. We've been seeing the shit out of that from just about every deck, right? I mean, whether it's this Great Horned Owl or Mr. Man Bun in the fucking Witch's Tarot, it's my king of action here. I think you've got something to say. Normally I say this energy's got something to say to you. I don't think, yeah, I do. Yeah, they probably do. I don't care. You've got something to say here, and you're going to fucking get your chance to say it. But your window of opportunity is very small. All right? It is. It's very small. Keep that in mind. This is an explosive energy. See that explosion? If you were to capture an explosion with your camera, you'd have to click that button at just the right moment. Otherwise, it's gone. All right? I don't know why. It's a fleeting moment. There's a fleeting moment where you get to say what you need to say what you want to say, speak your truth. After that, it kind of disappears. I suspect it feels like a seed planting. I do that a lot with people. You get people that come to you for help. A lot of people, a lot of you talk to people who need help and things like that. I've been given advice forever. Most of the time, if they come in 8 swords, whether it's here on this channel or offline, they're in 8 swords, they're freaking out, they're blaming, they're shifting blame all over the place, they're shooting all over the place, they don't feel good about whatever, they want to sit in the corner and cry. You can't do anything but plant seeds. I think you're planting a seed here with whoever this is in some way. Or it could be a seed you planted where they come back and got it wrong and you ripped their head off. It could be that too. It could be just as easy. Since I talked about the witches, when I mentioned the man bun tied to this King of Swords, let's shuffle. All right, let's do it. Usually, in this context of energy, you don't see this coming. So I would have your sword ready, right? There's this advertisement for some show on PBS that I keep seeing. I don't know what it is. My wife loves PBS. She likes the science stuff. And she likes the foreign stuff a lot. She speaks like 9 million languages, so whatever. There's this commercial I keep seeing about this. It's like this old-timey thing with the kings and the Middle Ages kind of a thing. And anyway, he keeps saying if you've got to slay your enemy, make sure your sword is in the hand while they're asleep. That kind of a thing. It's a bit of that. Sort of a thing. It's a bit of that. You're getting this information so you get your sword ready. Okay? That's what it is. It's a bit of that. It just reminds me, I have that damn advertisement in my head. I don't remember how he said it. He's some big dramatic actor. I'm sure he said it better than I did. I don't know. Either way, it's a bit of get your damn sword ready. Let's see where we go. What's on top of this damn sword? Give me what do we got? Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. That'll be crossing the center card I pulled, which is red with this Ace of Wands. I'm gonna give you a strange read on this. You can't lose here a little bit. No matter, unless you lose your cool, you can't lose. Unless you remember you've got nothing to lose, you can't lose. Okay? However you need it. I have no idea. However you need to hear it. You're fine as long as you stay seated. You know, kind of a thing like that. I don't know. You know. What's on top? 8 of Swords. Wasn't I just talking about it? Didn't I say, rewind, I don't know why I'm your second favorite. I may not remember a PBS commercial perfectly, but I said, I talked about planting seeds. I talked about people come to me in 8 swords, and this is you planting the seed. You're going to get a moment to plant the seed in somebody that's going to germinate later. It's going to grow into a big tree, give you all kinds of whatever you want. Oranges, avocados, whatever you want. It might be an avocado orange tree. That'd be something. That'd be fucking great. Tell you what. All right, center card. Red with the Ace of Wands. Crossed by that. I told you. I took a peek. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Look, I'm going to take my time pulling on you. And I'm going to tell you why. I like this energy. I like that you get a chance to plant a seed. All right? If you get it, I'm going to give you a tip. I planted a lot of seeds. First, I'm going to tell you why I'm staying on you. Most of the energy is on this side. Everything that's happening right now is because you're setting up something for your future. You're realigning a destiny. There's North Node energy involved all over the place. I mentioned it a little bit. I touched on it in today's energetic weather update. But it is. This is really important. Okay? Over here, these cards I pull, this is a fucker. This is someone who needs a seed planted, but I think it's a seed with, again, you know, that PBS advertisement I'm talking about, he's talking about killing that enemy, right? You need to take out that enemy kind of a thing. You know, you need to have the sword in the hand while they're still sleeping. That kind of a thing. I don't think you're taking this out. I think you're giving this person something to think about. Shall we put it that way? Okay. But for you, when you plant this seed, just plant it and shut up. Don't keep talking. It's like a sales tactic. The difference between a good salesman and a bad salesman is the good salesman knows when to shut the fuck up. Okay? There's all kinds of salespeople will talk themselves right out of a fucking sale. I've seen it a million times. You know, I've had it happen while I was sitting right there, and I just smile as it's happening. You know, because I know you need to shut up. You needed to shut up 5 minutes ago, motherfucker. You know, you can't lose here. Just plant the seed. All right. You're affecting your future. This opportunity gives you this. If you play it right, okay? If you play it right. Somebody's coming to you, somebody's showing up in 8 swords. And you are going to set up straight with something. Give them something to think about. Whatever it is, it's going to play out different for all of you. I don't know if this is your long-lost runner. I doubt it. It might be. You got soul connections with all kinds of people, right? I mean, you love more than just your runner, right? Steve's loved tarot, I get it. But you love more than just your runner. I mean, it's not the only part. You got family, I assume. You got friends, I assume. Probably you can love your friends. That's fine, you know. Whatever this is, it brings you this. If you play your cards right. You play your cards right by just planting the seed, shutting the fuck up, and then going back to your pentacle. Okay? Go back to your book. Just pretend that's a book. She says something, and then she just goes back to a book. That's it. All right? All right. What's red with the 8 of Swords? It's a Hermit. It's a very powerful soul connection here. Somebody's coming to you, whether they well, no, I get this. I get where the universe is going with this. The flow of energy is somebody's coming to you. They might. Oftentimes this happens. People come to be pissed off. They're fucking angry. They're absolutely pissed off. They have no idea that they're actually coming to me to get some advice, right? To get a seed planted. That's why they're coming. This person is, whoever this person is, they're agitated for sure. I get the energy of that. That's why you need to remain calm. 2 people getting agitated, nothing gets done. If somebody's coming at you all pissed off and yelling, just embody this energy. Be cool. Don't start getting mad back at them. That's when nothing gets done. Then you got 2 crazy people. What the hell is that? You know? I know comedians often go into that thing, how do you beat up a crazy person, or how do you deal with, you just got to be the craziest person in a room. It's funny to say in a stand-up comedy, but it's not. In this instance, it's wrong. Okay? So somebody coming to you, they might be a little batshit crazy. Right? They're coming to you because they know you've got the answer. They don't, but they don't know. Their soul knows you have the answer, but their brain probably thinks you're an asshole for saying what you say. Right? Think about what I said in today's earlier energetic weather update. Well, I talked about those 8 broken cups that were crossing that 7 of Pentacles. Right? I think it was a 7 of Pentacles, or was it a star? I don't know. Anyway, it was divine energy, divine timing of some kind. Think about that. Think about what I said about how you say things, right? How you just, a clumsy sort of, emotionally clumsy sort of thing that you say. Yeah, you might piss this person off, but they're actually coming to you because they know you've got the answer. They might be a little pissed off too. I get this isn't exactly emotionally clumsy, but try to embody this in this particular instance, okay? Try not to go too crazy. All right, but the Knight of Wands that was part of that energetic weather update is an in and out energy. He says it, he leaves, right? It's about shutting up. You be a good salesman here, you got yourself one hell of a future. We're realigning destinies here. It's sort of the North Node involvement, the nodes getting involved. We're doing sort of a course correction. It's like you stopped at a rest stop on a road trip in a local town. He gave you a better way to get to where you're going. So we're adjusting the trip, right? In this case, the local townie is sort of, it's sort of the energy, the signs around you. You'll start to see signs that things are, I may have said that in the new moon reading as well, that you'll see physical signs that things are sort of rolling for you, that manifestations are taking shape and all of that. You will. You will. But anyway, somebody here, I'm pulling on it, the DM side, somebody coming towards you. Just plant the seed and shut up. All right? That's all you can do here. It's brief. It's a brief window. You might run into this person somewhere. They may call you by accident, butt dial you. They may like one of your, or comment on one of your social media posts. Now, a lot of times that's your in, right? Somebody comments on a social media post. That's your in. That's your chance. Here's your chance to talk to somebody, to say something, to plant a seed. You know, I don't know. You're helping them, but they don't know. But they do know. Their soul knows. That's probably why they're drawn to you. Okay? Their ego definitely doesn't want to hear what you have to say. 8 swords, people in that, you plant a seed. Trust me, I've had plenty of seeds thrown back at me. You will. It'll happen. Just go back to your book. Right? Or your pentacle. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's do it. You ready? God, I love tarot. I do. It's fucking such a perfect medium. It really is. If you put it out there right, you know how to interpret this shit. Not what they tell you in the books for the cards. Just read the card. Just tell you what it feels. 3 swords. Environmental energy around this person. Look, this person needs help. They need to be told something. Kurt needs to be told. What, you know, I mean, Kurt Cobain in pain here. Needs to be told something. This person's in pain. They show up. 8 swords. 8 swords usually tied to this, you know. I mean, what's the base energy here? Oh, God. The Queen of Cups. You know, again, somebody's hurting. Queen of Cups is the most love I could pull from the deck. And that's the energy that's here. She gives the full cup. Somebody is coming to give the full cup, but they're coming in a yelling at you, painful sort of way. I mean, think about somebody in pain. They lash out, don't they? Somebody might lash out here. Know that it's coming from a good place. All right? It's up to you. One little seed you plant changes your future, I think, with this person, but I think it points you in a new direction. You know? I mean, it might. There's plenty of people who, I don't know, helped somebody and then decided, you know what, I did such a good job helping somebody, I might start a blog and help people. I might be a therapist and help. I don't know. You know? Maybe you get an idea for something for your future, something that sets you up. You know? I don't know. Let's pull on this person here. All right. There's my Queen of Cups underwater, randomly at the bottom of the little Lightseer deck. Redhead, right? Redhead. Here's the big Lightseer deck. There she is, the redhead. There she is underwater. That's how I see it. It's my reading. It's my way of interpreting the energies. You know, you go with my interpretations. I always get people, sometimes on Facebook, they'll make a comment, well, I would read it this way. I don't care what you would read. You know, you're not here reading the energy. I'm the one, you come here to get my interpretations of the energy. It's how it's reflecting back at me. I'm the one asking, it comes back at me the way I read it, right? I always get a kick out of that with music too. if you put a song out there, you'll have somebody tell you what they would do with your song. Oh, I would have done this, I would have done that. Well, fuck you. Go write your own stuff. It's not your art, you know? Same thing with painting. I imagine if you paint or something, you get people tell you what they would have done. I would have put a red over there. Okay, good, thank you. You just thank them and laugh in the back of your head at their fucking narcissism. You know, whatever. Queen of Cups. Why is it here? Anyway, it is what it is. That Queen of Cups underwater. Somebody underwater here. Somebody coming towards you, and they don't know why. But they do, but they don't. Their soul knows, but they're not listening to their soul. Because they're in too much pain for some reason. I think, yeah, I get this. Somebody needs healing. The Four of Swords crossing the center card, I pull red with the Three of Swords. Somebody needs healing. We need to move on. Three swords to four swords. Okay, I'll just phrase it this way. It's not really how the energy's flowing, but it's an easy way to phrase it, right? I'm honest, right? There you go. 3 swords to 4 swords. Somebody needs to move on from this. That's what's going on. Somebody needs to move on from this 3 swords. And I think they show up and they all 8 swords. This can be an energy of your best friend, right? Your best friend, Janelle. She broke up with Rob, right? And all she's been doing every time you go out is bitching about Rob. Rob. Right? If it was on a TV show, they'd probably cut it. They'd show the sun come up and the sun go down. They'd do something cheeky like that with the camera, right? So it's just that, and then the sun comes down and it gets dark and whatever. Maybe you're just tired of it. You're tired of hearing it. You just snap and snap, boom, see, boom, snap, and say something. Say, whatever it is you say. After you say it, just shut up. Okay? And this is the right energy for this. It's a very emotional energy. Watch my energetic weather update. It is. And it's going to get even more emotionally brave when Venus moves into Aries, which again, I'm going to pull on tomorrow. All right, and then we're going to add Pluto retrograde in the mix, and all fucking bets are off. All right. So anyway, that's crossing the center card I pull, red with 3 swords. It's the easiest way for me to explain it. All right? All right. Don't be too hard on Janelle. Rob was a prick. Okay? Let's be honest. Rob was a narcissist. All right, what's on top? King of Pentacles. 2 things I'd like to say here. Either one of them is probably wrong, not because the energy read is wrong, but because it's tough to apply. It sort of goes to what I said around the Hermit. People come to me and they don't realize that they're doing it. They're being almost like a soul zombie. They're coming because they know I have the answer. Their soul knows. So it finds some way to bring them. People cross my paths in the craziest fucking ways. I got notebooks noting it going back. I got it on the timeline of my life, white boy. The craziest shit I cross paths. I track people like fucking flies out there in the world. You would not want to go grocery shopping with me. Every fucking aisle somebody asks me for help with something. Somebody will ask me for help for stuff on the top shelf. Top shelf. I'm 5'9" on a good day. I need help with the top shelf. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. Somebody here thinks they got it under control. It's tied to that. Everybody does. Everybody thinks they're fine. Oh, I'm fine. As soon as somebody tells me they're fine, I can read that they're not fine. I can see they're not fine. And they say, oh, is everything all right? I say, is everything all right? They say, oh, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah? How about that? Right? You're going to know this person's probably going to come at you like they're fine. Like everything's good. Okay? You will know that it's not. It'll be obvious. Call them out on that. That's all I'm saying. Call them on it. You have to, otherwise nothing will happen here. All right? Okay. Center card, red with the 3. You're fine, are you? Yeah. You cry a lot? No, I never cry. Oh, okay. Center card, hermit. I mean, come on. They're coming. It's what I said. Why? Why can't I win a Terry Award? Why am I your second favorite? This is the center card, red with the 3 of swords. The 4 of swords is they need to get healed from the 3 swords. We need to go from 3 to 4. The hermit here tells me they're coming to you for that. We gotta like energy attracts like energy. The souls are coming together. It's everything I said. Look, it happens to me all the time. It happens to everybody with soul connections. Soul connections come to you for him. Why are you coming over here all bummed out and whatever, right? Why would somebody, and it happens all the time, they show up at my house all fucking bummed out. No, and yet they tell me they're fine. Oh, I'm fine. I'm good. Oh, so you just came here to ruin my day, to bring me down? I mean, I was having a good day. Thanks for coming. Somebody here, the souls are drawn together. Whoever this is, you have a very strong soul connection with them. All right? What's red with the King of Pentacles? The devil. Somebody, again, this is just, it's classic. Somebody thinks they got it. I'm fine. Right? This is my I'm fine energy. All right? That's the way I'm choosing to read it. It's funny. It said there were two ways to read this. The other way was that was a devil. And I swear to you, I wish I'd have said it. Because then I could say again, why am I your second favorite? But the way it's just, somebody's so full of shit. Somebody is lying. Somebody's covering something. They're covering this Three of Swords. Call them on it and let it go. All right? I don't mean you can't hang out with your friend Janelle the whole day. Call her on the shit that you keep talking about, Rob, and I'm tired of it. And just shut up. Don't say anything. Don't mention it again. Don't whatever. Just go on about your day. You don't have to. You're not losing a friend here. You're probably gaining a friend. In the moment, they might be a little pissed you said something. Sure, I imagine Janelle come back at you. Well, what the fuck? You're supposed to be my friend, and it was a terrible. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be your friend, but you've been talking about this for like 9 days straight. It's crazy. You need to let it go. That kind of a thing. All right. This devil energy makes you think you're under control. Almost an energy of, in this frequency of energy, somebody doesn't even know that they're, in other words, Janelle doesn't even know that she's talking about Rob that much, right? They don't even know that they're telling. So again, it's like a soul zombie coming at you. They know that you could help them, but they're completely, from their viewpoint in the ego, nothing's wrong, everything's great, So it is what it is. You've got to call them on that, though. You may actually ask this person, are you all right? And they'll say, yeah, I'm fine. You've got to call them on it. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I don't know if it wants to talk to this side or this side. It's a very emotional time. Between now and Jupiter changing signs, it's extremely emotional. Everything that's going on right now heightens the emotions. But it's all about realigning. We're moving down. We're finding new paths to get to where we're going. Is what it is, but that's what's going on here. Let's see what else the universe wants to say. I'm curious to which side it wants to talk about. I didn't think it'd have much to say about this side. It really doesn't. This just backs up everything I said over here. My advice is solid. All right? If you're planting a seed with somebody, right? They're not going to listen to you right now because they can't. They're not in the state of mind to, oh, I'm fine. Okay, yeah, okay. Right. But they're not in the state of mind to hear what you have to say. You just plant a seed. But like a salesman, you have to shut up. Salesmen plant seeds. That's what a salesman does. You're selling this person some healing. Okay? You plant the seed. And then you shut up. All right? I remember this one kid, he was trying to sell my wife and I an apartment. We were going to move down by the marina, we thought. Well, we thought that'd be fun, right? Live by the marina. Which, if you remember the show Leverage, or not Leverage, Revenge. The show Revenge, it was the docks. Right? Yeah, the tough docks of Marina Del Rey. I remember watching that show going, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway, this fucking guy Tim was his name. He was trying to sell us the apartment. And he did a good job. He got to a point where we were ready to sign the lease. And literally hands us the lease, and it's got the date on it. And we were about to sign it, and then he talked. And he started talking about the rules. We got a lot of rules here. You're going to make sure that you don't have noise before. Oh my God, you should have just shut up. He had mentioned the rules earlier, but he kind of did the right thing and glazed over them. Then he wanted to go over them in detail before we signed. Fucking moron. Should have just shut up. Right? You plant a seed and you stop talking. Let this person take it from there. Right? Fucking Tim. I remember Tim. Oh, he knew he lost that sale. I looked up at him. I remember I just smiled. I didn't want to move there anyway. I was thrilled. Didn't look like my kind of place. Marina Del Rey. All right, Four of Swords. He wants to talk about this side. Good. I was just stalling while I was shuffling, but it's important you understand that people overtalk. Don't tell me, yeah, I know, Steve. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, you know. Well, if you know that, if you know, and you're a master at that, you should be making $1 million a year doing sales. You should be selling cars like hotcakes like that. Piece of cake. Most people don't shut up. That's the problem. They keep talking past their point, where the point of no return. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Feels like a Page of Cups, but it's a Knight of Cups. Why does it feel like a Page of Cups? There's a lot of love here. Somebody is, I think you're fed up with, for most of you, this is somebody who's you're very attracted to. You know they're attracted to you. You're attracted to them. They're attracted to you. You fucking know it. You're just fed up with it. You're just done with somebody. They always come to you whining about someone else. It feels like they're coming to you with their 3 swords. Whatever their 3 swords is. It might be a family member that they're pissed off at. It might be a friend. It might be an ex that they dumped, and they never even fucking considered the fact that maybe you two would be perfect together. It's one of those types of things. This might be future influence for some of you. Okay, this might take some time to develop, but that's what I've got. This is that sort of fed up with it. I'm tired of it. Don't you notice that I've got tits too? You know, you keep coming to me with all this Rob shit. Rob dumped you, left you out in the cold, all that kind of stuff. You know, what about me? Just plant the seed and go. I mean, you could plant the seed in that case by not doing anything, just wearing something a little less frumpy, a little more revealing, you know. Maybe they didn't notice you have tits. I have no idea. This is crossed by the 4 of Swords. Basically, somebody's full of shit and you're tired of doing nothing about it. This side is tired of doing nothing about the bullshit on this side. You get an opportunity to plant the seed, you plant it. You get an opportunity to take your enemy out while they're sleeping, you make sure you got your sword in your hand. That's my point. Okay? That's all I'm saying. You're getting this reading because so that you have your sword handy, because this is a very small window of opportunity for some reason. It's going to be different for all of you. That's your reading. Right? Don't be like Tim. Don't talk too much. Tim, oh, that guy. I wonder if he probably got fired from that job. Anyway, that's it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.